I remember sleeping on the floor, mama, she was broke. Was taking showers in the cold. And I remember seeing niggas sell dope, buying cars and clothes. So that's the only thing I know. We had no house, no lights, no car. We ain't had no food.
So, okay. The night at the broadcasting station.
I'm in charge of sound editing and audio at one of the broadcasting stations, and this is what I experienced the other day. The inside of our editorial room used to get too dark and gloomy, especially at night. So there were a lot of people who said they saw ghosts there. After I joined this broadcasting station, I just laughed when I heard about it.
That's not that's not funny. That's not. That's. It's like a whole net. Right. You. But that's not funny. That's not. That's not even close to being funny. So the fact that you smirked, giggled, laughed at what she said to you about that lets me know you're about that cluck life.
Who believes that? However, not long ago, I had to change my mind. The audio file and film would sometimes disappear every other day. Of course,
Wow.
I was scolded by my seniors because of it, so I worked until dawn to make up for my mistakes. The hallway in the editing room was pretty long, and there was a small warehouse inside the room on the far end of the hallway where the film was kept. Originally, only the people in charge could enter the room. However, for some reason, I kept hearing a squealing sound in the room that day. I guess someone's still working. While I was editing, I kept hearing that noise. Wondering who was inside, I got up from my seat, came out into the hallway, and opened the warehouse door slightly. And there was someone inside the room. A woman with disheveled hair was lying on the floor, attaching her stomach. She kept making grotesque sounds and crying. She was also frantically pulling out the tape from the film. The scariest part was the speed she was pulling the tape out. It didn't seem normal. It was abnormally fast, and her posture was she didn't just lie on her stomach. She didn't have a lower body. I ran away from the room screaming like crazy, and the next day I told my senior about this, and the senior who was listening quietly said this. After hearing it, I couldn't sleep at all. Maybe she was looking for the film she had appeared in.
What?
Well, let me tell you my story. I'm working as a police officer. I experienced something really incredible a while ago, but no one believed my story, so I'm here to tell you this. Not long ago, my team and I were dispatched on a mountain after receiving a report that there was a dead body there. While we were doing some research on the dead body, I went closer to it and started to check it out. It seemed like it hadn't been long since he died, and furthermore, his body's condition was really clean. I guess this man probably committed suicide. I was thinking that, but it was at that moment. Not yet. The dead man was staring at me, with his eyes slightly open, and I definitely saw him saying it based on the shape of his mouth. He's alive! I saw it! I screamed, grabbed the other cops, and shouted, but soon, I eventually got scolded by the chief, and he told me not to disturb the other cops. He also told me that the body's cardiac arrest was checked already. I soon became devastated. Did I not see it? Did I just witness something wrong? It turned out that it had been about 10 hours since he died, and the cause of his death was suicide. I started to tell another senior police officer. He listened carefully to what I was saying, and he finally said this. Well, sometimes there are people like you. You know, those types of people sometimes hear the last thing the dead wanted to say. I just heard this from someone I know. One day, he got up as usual, and then he stared at his finger with a blank expression on his face. Why don't I have 6 fingers? Why do I have 5 fingers? Where's the other one? He started to have these kinds of thoughts out of nowhere. He was so worried, and he kept thinking about it on his way to work. And he was so scared when he came back home that he burst out crying. However, he eventually realized it only before he came home and was about to fall asleep. Oh, yes. I have 5 fingers, actually. A few days later, he posted about this on an online community. Well, of course, most people treated him like a crazy person or just laughed at him. In the meantime, a comment written by one person stuck deep in his mind. The anonymous commenter said he might have early-stage schizophrenia, and he asked him, what if he thought he had 4 fingers instead of 6 eventually? I got goosebumps when I heard that.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. My right nostril is just like... Ugh. Oh, well, wow. That scared the hell out of me. Because it's like... It makes my balls itch when people can just do things that I can't. Like people that are like double jointed. Like my coworker is double jointed. Like, so you see my arm, right, is extended. But then when he does it, this part is bent. So it's like when he does it, it's like a U shape. Like it's like this. So this is like bent. Oh God. Or when people can like crack their necks or crack hella bones in they fingers. That makes me, oh my God, like some people can just like move their neck a certain way without touching their head. Like this, like they can just crack their neck. Oh, cause like I can't do that, but it's like when I try to, I feel like I'm gonna cluck my stuff up, and I'm gonna just snap, and it's just gonna be. I mean, I'm gonna just, oh, and I'm gonna just die. Like, nah. So, nah. People just do it with so ease, and it just makes me like tighten, clench up. I don't like that. I feel like you do that with your neck, like you just crack your neck. I feel like one day you just gonna crack it, and it's gonna be your last crack. But story number 1, I would have believed you. Wait, no. That's the, nah. You might as well quit that night. You should have quit that night. Story number 2 is the officer. Excuse me. So she was the only one checking out the body at the time? Are you telling me that? That's what you're telling me? She was the only one checking out the body at the time? Okay. Wow. And I don't know. Because she saw the guy say what he said. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I believe you. It's weird. Oh my God, my right nostril. And then number 3. Schizophrenia. I think that's what he said. Like, I know what that is, but then I don't know what that is. I wonder if there's like I don't want to say a disease. I wonder if there's something that you can have or you're born with or something like that where you don't feel pain like that. Because with story number 3, he literally looked at his finger, took his finger, and broke it. Now, I don't know if he felt that. Like, can you imagine just be like, I don't like my index finger. Snap. Or you just tear it off, like, without feeling nothing. Hell nah. But as far as like which story took the cake, as far as like cluckness, I want to say story number 1. Because it's like she had to find out that her job was haunted or possessed. Like, her co-workers couldn't tell her that. She had to find that out on her own, which is a dick move. But, to each his own. I don't know if I said that right. And I think with story number 2 with the officer, I think she may be able to talk to dead people. I don't know. I'm just reaching right now. So, yeah, I'm just talking too. So, keep it cool, keep it classy. And I love you. Stay happy, my family.